from the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, it's Alexis Bloomer Live.
Well, thank you guys for coming to Alexis Bloomer Live at the Wnfr. We're super excited for today's show because it's Pink Day, obviously, and I forgot my pink, but a few of you remembered it. So good job to you. But first off, I want to start off by saying, is there Bradley Bronk Miller in the audience? Is he in the audience? No? Well, I want to congratulate him because he is now the reserve world champion junior bareback rider. Anybody go watch him? Yeah? How many of you guys like bullfighters? Yeah? I like bullfighters too. They protect our cowboys. Well, Dusty Tuckness is about to come out, and he's going to give away an American hat certificate so you can look good while going to the rodeo tonight. So real quick, let's bring him up. Please welcome 6-time Bullfighter of the Year, Dusty Tuckness. Hey, Dusty. I think these people are a little tired today. You guys must have had too much fun in Vegas. Okay, so what we like to do is we like to start off by having a little bit of fun. How many of you guys were here yesterday? You saw Marty Yates and Sage Kimsey get put on the hot seat, right? And how many of you guys liked the game we played before? Yeah? Okay, well, sweet little Dusty here is such a good guy and such a good role model. We thought, let's play with him too and see how good of a guy he really is.
Fire away.
Okay, well, we're going to play Never Have I Ever. This side is I have. This side is I have never.
Oh, boy.
I'm
sure Sage was pretty handy at this one.
Yeah, he actually had done everything, which was kind of disheartening.
Yeah.
Okay, the first question. Never have I ever kissed someone I didn't like.
I'm probably saying that I have.
Was it worth it?
I don't know.
Obviously not. He doesn't remember it. So. Never have I ever played strip poker.
Yeah, maybe.
Never have I ever gave someone a fake phone number.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a fake phone number, just somebody else's phone number.
Is that how you get rid of the ladies?
Just turn it on silent.
Turn it on silent.
Yeah.
You have to do that a lot out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't call Dusty, guys. He's at the Wnfr working.
That's right.
Never have I ever bailed an Wnfr cowboy out of jail.
I have never.
Oh, that's so good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's a
no
good
kid.
thing. You can clap. That's a good thing. Okay, the last one. Never have I ever met fans greater than those at the Wnfr.
Fans greater than the Wnfr? I haven't. They're the
Thank
greatest.
you guys, definitely. Well, now that he's here, Bradley, will you please stand up? We announced you already a while ago, but you weren't here. The reserve world champion junior bareback rider, everybody. Yeah. Congratulations to Bradley Bronk. We're glad to have you guys with us. Okay, well, now we're going to get to the more serious questions. How many of you guys have watched the Wnfr and watched these guys pretty much dive in front of the bulls to protect all the riders? They definitely deserve a lot louder of an applause than that. What would we do without them? Exactly. So, let's talk a little bit about what the preparation is to come into the Wnfr for a bullfighter, because I think it's a lot different than the athletes, and you do have to get ready for it.
Yeah, it depends kind of, your individual, trainer, coach, the whole 9 yards, so it's kind of how much you want to put into it. For myself, it's the Super Bowl Pro Rodeo, so I start training, we find out about 6 weeks out before the Wnfr, but they had bullfights again this year, or starting this year upstairs, so I started training 2 months out because I knew one way or the other I was going to be competing one way or the other, so I get after it. I do 2 a days. I eat right. I mean, I just totally zone in and stay focused for these 10 days in Vegas, and I think the majority of the Cowboys have kind of come to that sense and put in a lot of time and preparation for this because, that's what we work for all year long, and there's no reason to come in here not in the best shape, mind and physically, to compete at the Super Bowl Rodeo. So I take it pretty serious, and sometimes I hate some of the days that I put my body through, but it's what we work all year for, so it's so worth it.
I have to tell a funny story, Dusty. You weren't there, so this isn't fair to you, but it's kind of funny.
Let's hear it.
I went to the Gary LaFew bull riding clinic in Oklahoma, and when I was up there, Cody Webster, who's another bullfighter who couldn't make it today, we were up there, and we went to eat at this restaurant. and everybody's ordering chicken fried steak and all this greasy food. And I was sitting there and I had to eat grilled chicken and vegetables because I was getting ready for the NFR. And then I look over at Cody and he's like, I can't eat this. Someone will tell Tuck that I'm eating bad. And I was like, what? And they're like, no, literally, someone will call him on the phone and be like, hey, Cody's here and he's breaking the training cycle. And I was like, he cannot be that intense, but obviously you are that intense.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you put your mind to something, you might as well, try to get the most out of it, and, got to have some self-discipline. And last year, Wnfr, he was really wanting to, I totally gave him the option. If they want to do what I do, that's cool. I just flat tell him it's not the funnest at times. And he's done pretty good the last couple of years. He did a lot better this year. And it's just a little self-discipline to yourself. I mean, it's not that, the guy needs to lose a bunch of weight or nothing, but it's just getting the right stuff in your body so you can physically and mentally stay focused on what's in hand. And like I said, not everybody's cut out for it. And I was sure glad the day that we left our house to come out here, because then I made weight. We were heading to Vegas.
Definitely. I have to ask, though, what's your guilty pleasure as far as food that you can't eat when you're getting ready for the NFR?
I don't know. I think just the variety. For me, I'm not a huge vegetable person, so the variety of just kind of, we live in the rodeo life, so it's kind of, grab this, grab that, and go on. So I think that this is the biggest, hardest thing is, just trying to, you got to cook more and you got to prepare more, and I think that's the biggest thing for me.
Okay, one thing I want to hit on. How many of you guys have been watching the bull riding at night? Anybody been watching it? These bulls are ranked this year, aren't they? My goodness. Some nights there's only been one qualified ride. The other there's 3. Last night we had the most. It's been intense to watch. And do you have a close relationship with all these guys?
Yeah. When you rodeo throughout the year, you see just about everybody, about every weekend, depending on which rodeo you're at. So, yeah, you get to know these guys, and it goes even beyond the arena. I've become really great friends with some of the guys, Sage being one of them. Cannonacey's my best friend. We grew up together, so it's cool to see them succeed and being in the same spot and kind of getting the same opportunities. It's awesome. So you learn to be good friends, and I'm the kind of guy that I really don't dislike anybody. I'd like try to get along with everybody, and that just makes my day go better and everything go better. So yeah, it's good to see these guys here at the national finals competing for a world championship.
Well, Dusty, the other night Reed Barker had a terrible injury, and he's actually taken off the rest of the NFR. He can't come back and compete. Now, a few guys have had injuries. Can you talk to us a little bit? Because I feel like a lot of spectators don't understand how disheartening it is for y'all when one of those guys get hurt.
Yeah, anytime I'm in the arena, I mean, even if I'm not in the arena, I don't like seeing anybody get hurt. But when I'm in the arena, I always feel like there's something more I can do. Always, I want to try to better myself every time I step in the arena. And so I doctor film. I look back on film. And, yes, we've had Parker kind of come off in a bad spot underneath one of the first perf, sort up some ribs, and then Reed's deal. It makes me, I guess, mad in a sense when stuff like that happens. I realize that we play and participate in a very dangerous sport, and anything can happen, a game of inches. But we looked over that film a lot, and and even talking to Ted Kimsey and Miles Herron, a bunch of the guys, the greats that paved the way for us, they kind of told us there wasn't a whole lot we could do different, which, for me, I'm hard-headed enough. I still feel like there's something. I don't know if I could lay it on him or what, but it was a cruddy deal. He come off. He had a lot of try. I talked to Reed last night. He's in great spirits. He was saying, hey, man, I was here to make money, and, I hung on longer than a lot of guys won it, and that just kind of pulled him right underneath that bull. And like I said, it's a bad deal when you see that happen, and we all take it to heart. We don't like seeing anybody get hurt. So we're just praying for him right now, and praise God that, when it happened and the pictures that we've seen, this and that, like a lot of people thought, it was going to be a lot worse. And granted, it's still not great, but he's got a broken rib and partial broken shoulder blades. So thank the Lord that he's moving, he's walking. He showed up to the perf last night, and he said, man, I'm ready to get back home and heal up and get hungry. So, and then that's a guy right there. Every time I've seen Reed nod his head, he gives it 110%. And there's guys like that. J.W. Harris is one of them. Sage is another one. Them guys, I kind of like it in a sense because they make us work a little bit. You know, they put us in some positions where, you know, it is really tight and stuff. But that's the reason why they're at the level they are, is because of the heart and effort they put into it.
Well, I'm glad that Reed's okay, and I know that everybody in the audience is probably praying for him as well right now. The bull riders, though, I feel like are not the only ones that are sore. Do you guys ever get sore during the 10 days of the NFR?
Yeah, yeah. There's been a few years here that I've barely walked out, but that's why we have a job. You know, there's a lot of guys saying that, you know, you might get hooked too much, this and that. And I'll be the first one to say that, yeah, there's times I do get hooked when I probably shouldn't. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, it's usually me getting hooked, not that bull rider. And so that's, you know, my motto, I guess, is if they're going to pack somebody out of the ring, I'd much rather be me, because that's my job. That's what I'm there for, to let these guys succeed to a potential world championship. And that's what I feel that they selected me here for. And, you know, the next 6 perfs, that's what I want to provide, and I want to get more consistent and better every time I step in that arena. And because, you know, they put enough trust in us to vote us in. So, you know, if we gotta go nose to nose with one, you know, that's our job, and I'm willing to do it.
What a selfless occupation. Entirely. I think he deserves a round of applause. He just said that he would rather himself get hurt than let them get hurt, and I think that takes a really big man to do that. So I have to ask real quick, you broke your own record this year 6 times for Bullfighter of the Year. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, man. It's just such a blessing. You know, the first time when I got it, you know, I was just so thankful, and it really hadn't changed. It's just neat that you know, my fellow friends and that think that much of me, and I'm just like I said, I give all the praise of the Lord. And you know, but you know, I was pulling for my boy Webb. You know, he's a you know, probably the hottest young kid going, and the kid's got it going. So but you know, we're glad to be here at the NFR. That's our biggest goal each and every year. You know, we want to be in front of them buck and shoots and be out here for the 10 days, and it's been going good. You know, like I said, there's a couple guys that come off underneath some bulls, but me, Ferg, and Webster, you know, we're diving off in there and taking care of a lot of the guys and flowing and going, and shoot, we're just itching for some more bulls.
Well, congratulations. Everybody, Dusty Tuckness, let's give it up for him.
Thanks.
Now, how many of you guys like his hat he's wearing? Yeah? Do you guys want to win one? Yeah? Well, we're going to have an opportunity. Dusty's going to ask you guys a question, and if you answer it right, you get an American Hat gift certificate.
Right now?
Right now. Let's go ahead and do it before we do fan questions.
Okay, question. Here's one I think somebody will probably know. The house we live in Oklahoma, Webster and myself, what do we call it? That's awesome.
You got it. The
That's
compound.
Come on up, buddy.
Actually, this isn't really to put you in the hot seat, but as a fan of rodeo, you know, you meet a lot of the contestants and stuff, and over the years become real good friends with them. I personally, as a fan of rodeo, would like to thank you and everybody else that's in that arena protecting those guys. I think you guys are as big a part, if not more, than the guys that are out there riding those bulls, and I just want to thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I have a question. How scared are you when you go out there in the arena?
Oh, I'm terrified.
How do you stay
Kid.
calm?
You know, I grew up in rodeo my whole life. Actually, quick history on me. When I was 15, I stepped in a little too early. Started fighting bulls at about 12 years old. But anyways, I got a bad wreck when I was 15, and about kind of scared me out of the whole deal. It was pretty nerve-wracking, I guess. I got a really eye-opener of what the sport can do. But through my years of drawing into rodeo, I became saved. I got to know the Lord, and just through that and His Word, like, you know, there's no reason for it, you know, fear not, you know. So every time I step in that arena, I want to be as bold as a lion. And you know, John 15:13, it says, greater love has no one than this, but the man lay down his life. So I kind of want to do that every time I step in the arena, not necessarily saying that, you know, that I'll just die right there or whatever, but, you know, I'm willing to step in there as bold as Jesus did for us. So I love my job, and He's given me a strong heart and determination to do it, it's fun to me. I mean, a lot of people think it's kind of crazy and exciting or whatever, which that factor's still there. But I like to get my heart rate up every once in a while. So.
Dusty, who did you like watching growing up? What bullfighters did you like watching when you were growing up?
Growing up, my dad fought bulls, so it was originally through him that kind of detoured me to the bullfighting part of it. But, I mean, there's so many greats, Miles Hare, Rob Smits, Rex Dunn, Lance Brent, Mike Matt, Daryl Diefbach, Joe Baumgartner, the list goes on and on, Frank Newsom. There's just so many guys that I idolized at a young age, and I still do. I look up to them so much for how they carry themselves in the arena and outside of the arena, and basically giving us an opportunity. So there's all them guys that my hat's off to them, and I respect them. So, yeah.
Well, I know that we all respect and thank you a lot, Dusty. So everybody give it up one time for Dusty Tuckness.
Thank you.
And right now, guys, we're going to bring out an Australian and a guy from the United States and how they ended up together. Please welcome Tyson Durfey and Shay Fisher Durfey.
How are you guys?
Look at this hot couple. You guys are so cute.
Gotta be
Oh,
close.
well.
Gotta be close. Yeah, is it working?
Yep, I like
It
it.
is.
How
Yeah.
many of you guys watched Shea perform and then watched Tyson win the round that night? How exciting was that?
Yeah.
That was definitely a night to remember. I would like to have her perform every night if it was the same
Me too.
outcome.
I'll take him up on that offer.
But you were saying backstage that you were actually nervous for her.
Yeah, it's funny because when she was, performing, my hands were shaking, I was sweaty, had this nervous feeling in my stomach. But by the time I went, I had zero nerves. I had wasted all of my nerves and anxiety on her.
See, and I was the opposite. When I was singing, I wasn't nervous at all. And then when he was competing, I was shaking. So now he knows how I feel
That's
every
right.
time I sit there.
Yeah.
So you were more nervous for her than you were for the round.
Oh, guarantee it.
You think
Yeah.
that helped?
It didn't hurt.
It
The
didn't
result was
hurt.
nice.
It's a nice round. Well,
Yeah.
Tyson,
Yeah.
it's been a crazy season. You
Yeah.
even said the other day, you're like, goodness, I'm just happy to be here. 8 times the NFR.
Yeah.
Talk about how this year's different for you.
There's, like any rodeo cowboy's life, you have ups and downs. And, the start of the year was really, really slow. I didn't get Nico yet, and I didn't win a lot at the beginning. And once I got him, I finally got the ball rolling. We got to win in a little bit, and it was just ups and downs all year long. But luckily, the last month, I was able to win a lot at the fall rodeos, and we snuck in, so I'm glad to be here.
Adversity helps out sometimes, doesn't it?
It is. That's kind of, I've always been a guy that pulls for the underdog, the guy that you don't think is going to be the guy that wins. That's kind of my story. I like to push for the guys that are good people, good in heart, and work their tail off and become successful because of it. So that's kind of the American story, though. Also, we're a country of underdogs.
I like that. Country of underdogs. Nice analogy. Okay, well, you have a story too. Did you know Tyson wears pink every single round of the NFR to support breast cancer education awareness? That's incredible. And tonight's pink night, so it's so appropriate. Can you tell us the basics? What happened? What's the story
Well,
behind it?
for me, it was kind of, it was not funny at all, but in 2007, I had decided that I was going to wear pink at the Canadian National Finals Rodeo to support my stepmother. And she didn't have breast cancer, but she had 2 grapefruit-sized tumors in her. And we just found out about it. We didn't really know exactly what was going on, whether it was benign or not. We didn't know if they contained cancer or not. And so what I did was I just went to her and said, hey, what I want to do is I want to wear a pink shirt every night at the Canadian Finals and donate 10% of what I win to wherever you want it to go. And that's what I did. I went on and did it again at the National Finals Rodeo. And then I donated that money that year to Susan G. Komen. After that, I had zero plans of wearing pink full-time. It wasn't something that I wanted to do or did even thought about, to be honest with you. But I went to the first rodeo. I went to Fort Worth, and I had a lady come up to me and tell me her story. And then I went to Denver, and somebody came up and told me their story. And then at every rodeo I went to, there would be somebody that would either contact me through social media or they would walk up and talk to me and say, hey, why aren't you wearing pink? What's the deal? What happened? And after about 4 or 5 rodeos, I decided, this is something I need to do all the time. And so that's what we've done. You know, I've been supporting breast cancer research and awareness and all forms of cancer research and awareness for, gosh, going on 8 years now. So it's been a while.
Give him a round of applause.
It makes it really easy, other than tough enough to wear pink night, to spot Tyson. So he can never get away with anything because I can always see him from the other side of the arena. But tonight won't be so easy.
No, you'll blend in with everybody.
Yeah, I can get away with some stuff tonight. It's going to be fun.
How many pink shirts do you own? I've always been curious to ask that.
Well, I own a lot of pink shirts, but as far as sponsor pink shirts, probably 16 or 17.
So it's all pink.
Yeah,
At
sea
least,
of pink.
at least. It's easy to pack because I just know I can pack for him. Because I know he doesn't have a choice. It's like, okay, he needs jeans and pink shirts. It's one or the other.
Does he own more pink than you?
Yeah, I don't own much pink. I had to actually
Yeah,
go out
that's
and buy
true,
some
yeah.
pink outfits.
That's crazy that your husband owns more pink than you.
Good thing he's manly.
Exactly.
he can pull it off.
I'm a manly pink.
Manly pink.
I'm the manliest shade of pink there is.
Well, Shay, do you have any weird things you wear or like weird quirks you do every single day?
Oh, you better ask Tyson about that.
Normally,
I like
you
to
know,
sweep the
she's-
house about 5 times
she
a
does.
day.
She sweeps the house, but the one thing she does is she'll put on an outfit, and she will look, in my eyes, amazing. And I will be, and she'll say, well, how do I look in this? Or how does my butt look in this?
I wish
and
you were doing the
And
accent.
every time, she knows I'm going to say, it looks amazing, honey. It looks great.
Because you're amazing
Okay.
looking all the
No,
time.
but I don't want him
No.
to lie, though. Like, guys, I wish they would, like, be honest sometimes because, yeah, I would get mad if he said it didn't look good. But at the same point, I kind of want to know that it doesn't look good. So he can't really win either way on that.
Yeah, you men know out there that if you are completely honest all the time, it comes along with a butt chewing.
Anybody else have a wife out there that does that?
Yeah.
You can raise your hand.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. No,
But
it's,
us
it's good
women
though.
are like, please be honest. Come on, are you serious?
And then
he's
you
like,
see a picture and you're like, why would you do that to me? Well, you're a little fashionista too. You just came out with your own jewelry line. You can see I'm
Yeah.
wearing mine. She's wearing hers.
Thank
Tell
you.
us about how that all came about.
I first started, we have a belt buckle company, and my parents started it in Australia many years ago. And then when I moved to the US and signed a recording contract, I knew I would need some other way to make money at the start because Nashville, you don't just make a fortune right up. So I started the belt buckle company, and then from that, I used to always buy jewelry, and I loved it. And probably it helps now that I don't have to buy jewelry because it was really expensive, all the jewelry I was having to buy. So I decided I wanted to start a line that was affordable, because I think it's really important for girls to have affordable jewelry that still looks high class. Because, I mean, I know I've seen some of the jewelry, and it's expensive. And I know husbands, you probably will be gracious that this stuff is not going to break the bank for the women. But I have to tell a secret. Tyson actually helps me design some of the jewelry.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yes, he has drawn an item or two, and I'm like, oh my goodness, yes. Let's not tell anybody that you designed it.
All
Yeah.
my
I
idea.
took all the credit for it, but
Well, yeah, because I already wear pink, right? And then they see that I wear pink, and now I'm designing jewelry. They're
Yeah.
going to think there's something funny about
Shoes
that guy
next
right
door.
there.
yeah, no, but I mean, he helps out a lot. But honestly, I just wanted it to be like a Southwest flair for country girls that was affordable. So, and it's enjoyable to draw up a piece of jewelry and then see it come to life. Like these bracelets and stuff are mine that I drew up, but it's fun. I enjoy doing it. It gives me something else besides just singing and Tyson's rodeoing. So.
Yeah, you needed to add something else to your plate. You're right. Totally. So we have to ask, a lot of people have asked through Twitter, is there going to be a baby anytime soon?
He's clucky. He's really, really clucky
I'm
right
ready.
now. Which
I'm telling
means
you
ready
what.
in Australia, like clucky like a mum hen or a chicken. What I don't know. That's an Australian term, clucky.
How many
but
of you guys like her accent? That's just making my day today.
I
It's
like it.
confusing.
Trust me.
yeah,
Oh, we got you?
Oh, yeah.
we
No, you're good. You don't need to get that.
we for sure want little auburn-haired babies. So
Yeah.
we'll when the time's right, we'll have a little auburn-haired baby running around and either be a singer or a calf roper,
Yeah,
or a
bull
doctor or a
rider.
lawyer, whatever.
No,
That would be
he's going to
nice.
be a cowboy. Or she.
Yeah.
He
Ty-
can be a cowboy surgeon.
Tyson
Making a
says
lot of money.
Tyson says a bull rider. My dad rode bulls in the PBR. So Tyson, he said the other day, he's like, if I was a little younger, I think I'd want to start bull riding. I'm like, no, you just stick to calf roping because you're really
I'm
good
thinking
at
that.
it.
I'm in
and-
pretty good shape. Maybe when I retire from roping calves, I can start riding bulls.
No, not gonna happen.
Wait, are we going to have an all-around
Yeah, right.
possible
yeah.
Linderman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look out, Sage Kimsey.
Don't tell me that. No, but really, would you actually get on a bull?
Probably not now.
No.
No.
She's like, no.
No,
It's
he'd
a-
have to spend too long practicing with my dad for that to happen.
It's been like 18 years since I was on a junior bull, so a senior bull probably wouldn't go any better.
Well, how did that go for you?
Actually, it went pretty good. I won a lot. Yeah, I won pretty good at it.
I have to ask, who wears the pants in the relationship?
It's even. I mean, I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
say
even.
it's probably like 60-40.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, no, I really want
And
to
she
know.
did. Okay, here's why I know it's 60-40. Did you hear how she said, "Oh, whatever"?
Yes.
She automatically assumed that she was the 60 and I was the
Exactly.
40.
Exactly.
Did you see that? She automatically assumed it. So
Well, here,
No,
I'm gonna
I
ask
thought it was the
audience.
other way.
I'm going to ask the audience. Okay, who do you think wears the pants? Raise your hand if you think Shay does. You can be honest.
There's
they're
not
just
that
being
many
nice
hands
right now,
going
I
up.
promise
See?
you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just being nice.
Honesty, guys. They don't know. Well, it's acts like they can't see. Now, who do you think Tyson wears the pants in the relationship? There's
What?
like
There was
three.
like, how does that happen?
That was
there was
three.
5 the
No.
first time and 2 the second time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's weak and unmotivated, guys.
No,
All
but
You
good.
guys are actually even awake today.
There we go. Come on, bring the life.
How many of you guys had too much fun last night?
there's a few hands going up
Yeah,
in
a
the
few
crowd
hands.
there.
It's okay. No judgment.
But all honesty, no, we really
Yeah.
do. We're pretty even. Like, I'm a very strong personality, and I remember my dad saying about 5 years ago, "You're gonna have to meet the right guy to want to like marry you and live with you." And he meant that in a nice way, but he did say that. He's like, you're gonna have to find that right guy to put up with you. But Tyson came along, and it's good because by all means, he does not let me walk over him, and sometimes I need to be kind of brought back down and chilled out a little bit, and vice versa. Like, I think we complement each
Never.
other.
Well, we just try to keep everything equal. I try to involve her in every facet of my life, and I'm involved in every facet of her life. We have zero secrets. She knows about everything I've done in the past, and I know about all her past, and we just accept each other and keep moving forward.
Well, you guys seem like y'all have a pretty strong relationship, and y'all are both so happy all the time. You're always bouncing around. Like, you're just
Yeah.
cute, like a little happy rabbit or something, just going
I
everywhere.
think here's the deal. I really think like with us, it's really important because we both have the same faith. So I think like that's what makes it easy for us because we do disagree on things. We are not like always happy and chirpy. Every relationship has issues here and there, but if I get cranky or he gets cranky, we just kind of go to the other room and we like, Lord, help me forgive him or help me forgive her.
Thank you, Jesus. I'm a Christian.
Yes.
I would tear you down if I wasn't a Christian.
And then
That's against the law.
yes, and then we come back together and we're good. But we don't ever
No.
go to bed on we don't
No.
ever go to bed mad. So
No.
we just have to suck it up sometimes and get over our problems and move on.
Yeah.
We know, Shay, you posted something on Facebook not too long ago about girls looking for the right guy. Can you tell us what you said and why you said it?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to even remember what I said.
It was
but-
cute. You were saying something about the bad boys or something
Oh,
like
well, I mean, here's my opinion for all you young girls out there. Us girls, when we're in our teenage years, we really want to date the bad boys. But you don't want to marry one of them. Like Tyson and my stories, it's kind of funny because when I first met Tyson, I mean, he's a nice guy most of the time. But no, he's a really nice guy. I met Tyson and I thought, oh, he's so nice. I just wasn't used to a real gentleman who treated you the right way and was respectful. And my parents actually were the ones that were like, you need to date this guy. So Tyson and I started dating and I realized that that's the type of guy you want to marry. Like you need a guy that treats you right and makes you want to be a better person. And, with us, there's no jealousy. I mean, you got to find the right guy and you got to for sure have the same morals is my standpoint
Yeah, and part
on
of
that.
the thing was I kind of refused to quit. That's kind of part of
Never
rodeo.
give up.
He was
It's
persistent.
kind of like I lived in the backseat of my truck for a long time, and then I actually got a horse trailer, so I lived in my horse trailer, but I always wanted a rodeo and always wanted to win, and finally I got that done. But it was the same way with Shay. I worked for this girl. I'm telling you what, I seen her and I thought, man, that's mine. She just don't know it yet. It's going to happen. And I'm going to stay after that girl until she breaks like a colt,
Oh, my goodness.
until she just gives in. And
how long
and
did
that's
it
what I
take?
did. It took a couple
while.
years, to be
Couple
honest with you.
years?
Yeah, for a long time. I would Facebook message her, and what I would do is I would ask her out to dinner every time I sent a message. And I'd ask her questions, and we'd write back and forth. And she would answer every question, but she would never give me her phone number and never agree to go to dinner. And I would just but she never told me to get lost. If she would have said, get lost, I hate you, I would have left. But she never did.
Then
So
you took that as a sign.
I took that as
Go
she
for it.
wants me, she just don't know it yet.
Well, the deal was he's the marrying type, not necessarily the dating type if you just want to date. And I wasn't at the stage in life that I really thought about getting married. So I knew I had to keep him there for when I was ready to be married. But I wasn't ready to, put all my feet in at once.
Yeah, well,
But I
the
knew I was going to marry him,
Yeah. Well, now while I was chasing her, I did have another girlfriend at one point.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Now,
So
I'll
you're
just be
hearing all of
honest
our
with you.
stories.
It was kind of funny. After about a year and a half, I decided, well, maybe she's never gonna. She's like the colt that tries to buck you off after she's warmed up. You know, she just ain't ever gonna give in completely.
You keep comparing her to a
So,
horse.
well, I'm a cowboy. That's what I do. And I thought, man, she's just never come around. So I met a nice lady, and we started dating, and I knew it wasn't the right person. And then finally she says, hey, I'm going to go to a rodeo. Can we go to breakfast? All right,
Well, hold on.
Okay, that's not exactly
I
how it
needed
went.
tickets to the rodeo for my parents. So I said, hey, can I have some tickets to this rodeo? And Tyson says, in return, you have to go to breakfast.
Yeah.
So that's how that came about.
So I went to breakfast with her, and the other young lady I was dating was a very nice lady. But as soon as I went to breakfast with her, I went back and I broke up with that other girl and started pursuing her again. And it took me another 6 months before I agreed for her to go out, before she agreed to go out to dinner with me. So it was pretty cool. Yeah. Persistence.
Goodness.
Persistence
You
pays
hear that,
off.
guys? It helps out. Now, how many of you
Yeah.
guys want to ask them questions? There's got to be some curious people out there because I feel like both of them are both unique personalities.
He's got one.
Oh,
Pink shirt, left side.
here, before my producer, we'll wait for her to get up here real quick, but we'll let you guys ask a fan question so that we can give away 2 more of these Yeti little ramblers.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
You want to go
so-
first?
I'll go ahead, babe. Ladies first.
Okay. Should be easy for you with. My English is not very good. Good thing I'm Australian. Sorry. This should be easy for those of you who follow Tyson on Facebook. What is the name of his horse? Who said it?
I think
Okay.
she said it there in the middle.
Okay.
Didn't she say Nico?
Yes. What was it? Nico? Good job. Okay.
Actually, she said it like your dad. She said Nico.
It's,
Just like your dad.
we say Nico. My dad says it's pronounced Nico. So
Good
here
job.
you go,
You get
Del.
you a Yeti
There you
deal.
go. Now it's Tyson's
Sweet.
turn.
This is pretty nice. I'm going to go a little bit harder. What was the first year that I made the national finals rodeo?
Do you know back there in the
No,
brown
we,
hat?
We can't let him
He
say
won't
it.
even know it, though.
He can't say it.
No one wants a Yeti item? Come on now. Wait.
What? What was that? Nope. There you go.
Oh,
Back
up
in
the
the
back.
Simon, you
Up
win
the
a
back.
Yeti.
Cowboy in the back. You get a Yeti cup. There you
That
go.
was a tough one. You know, honestly,
tough.
I didn't even know that.
Well, real quick, before
nice try,
we're going to
buddy,
let Shay perform for us, but real quick, we're going to let 2 fan questions come in for Tyson and Shay. So,
The fella in the pink over there was.
okay, he has a question right there.
Now, I'm not going to try to upset you with this, but after the first round, and it's something that is pretty new this year,
Yeah.
the oversensitivity of the jerk down rule.
Yeah.
What's your view on it?
Well, I mean, here's the deal. I believe that rodeo fans come to see a rodeo. We don't come to a rodeo to watch golf or anything like that. We come to see a rodeo, and in rodeo, there's hard hits and there's hard falls, and that's just the way it is. Now, none of us guys on the tie-down rope would want to jerk a calf over because it costs time, you know. I should have been 7 on that calf if I could have kept her up, but she ran underneath my slack, and I did jerk her down. I'm not going to say the judge didn't make the right call according to the rule. He made the right call. It's unfortunate that's the way the rules are, that we basically have to change our sport to make a select few people happy. But you know what? That's the rule. You got to live with it and keep going on. I could have got mad and cussed and rant and raved on social media, but that's not me. That's not the way I am. I just try to do my job the best I can and let it happen. Good question. We'll hit that guy over there in the gray hat.
Pretty wife.
With the pretty wife.
When you guys play Monopoly, does it ever get heated by chance?
Yeah, my dang wife, she is Mr. Monopoly. If she had a mustache, she'd
No,
be the same guy.
the deal is the boys try and cheat. Like, they try and,
No.
like, gang up and trade cards, and I'm not going to let no one cheat to beat me. So I'm very competitive at Monopoly,
She
yes.
wins every time we play Monopoly. She ends up with all the money.
But I am the
every
banker,
time.
so it could be that I'm slipping a little.
She's slipping, I promise you. Under the table.
Well, real quick, I know you. How many of you want to hear her sing again? If you went to the
All
NFR,
right.
I was
There we
blown
go.
away. I told her, I was like, the people behind me probably hated me because I was lifting my sign up, but at the same time, I was screaming, "Go, Shay!" top of my lungs because she kicked butt. So real quick, she's going to perform for us, and then we're going to stand back here and admire you.
Yes,
All
you can
right.
stand back and admire. I'm going to switch mics for you guys. This is a song I've never actually played before. Tyson recommended me doing it today. This is a song about young love. I'm sure that most of us here have been there or are going to be in love one day. So this is a brand new song. This one's called Truck. He bought a truck from a farmer out of Alabama. Smell of perfume mixed with diesel and tobacco. He'd hit the clutch and I'd shift the gears, leaving miles of dirt road down that rearview mirror to find a little place off the map nobody knows. Just taking it slow. We were wild, crazy, in love with each other. We were young, we were reckless, neither one of us could help it. Nothing could hold us back from the back of the truck. Tyson know the words, so he's probably singing back here. I remember that last sunset from the bed of that heavy. Next morning I was headed off to school. I wasn't ready. We were holding on and letting go and making a promise down the road that one day soon we'd be back together. Even if it took forever. We were wild, crazy, in love with each other. We were young, we were reckless, neither one of us could help it. Nothing could hold us back from the back of the truck. When I went home last summer, I swear I drove past that two-tone Ford pickup, and it took me back to the back. We were wild, crazy, in love with each other. We were young, we were reckless, neither one of us could help it. Nothing could hold us back from the back. Oh, the back of the truck. Oh, in the back of the truck. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Right on. You know what's crazy is, I don't know if you guys heard the little glitches, but she still was kicking butt. I'm like, I would be freaking out if I was singing right now.
We were cutting in and out, but that's okay. You keep going.
Yeah, but you did awesome. How many of you guys like that? Tyson, I feel like there's almost a battle between the two of you of who's most talented. Can you sing?
Yes, you can sing very well.
I can sing in the shower very well.
Really? Can we
Yeah.
hear something?
Okay,
Your
I was
mic is
cutting out.
just-
You're
yeah,
good.
glitching.
He, at our rehearsal dinner for our wedding, if you go onto YouTube, Google Tyson Durfey singing.
No, you don't have to do
and
that.
he sung
it.
at our rehearsal dinner. He sung Josh Turner, "Getting You Home," I think it was that song.
Oh.
But he was very good at it. I was shocked.
There you go. Maybe a duo soon.
You know what? If he would agree to it, I would for sure take him to Nashville just to try. It may not sound any good, but I'd give him a shot. We could add some effects to the vocal. That would be neat. I think
Yeah,
we
that's
should do
not
that.
going to happen. Not going to
How
happen.
many of you guys like to hear them record a duo? I would, for sure.
Maybe next year at Vegas, he can be performing in the arena with me.
Oh.
He can be
And I want
right.
to see him
yes.
throw the mic down and start shaking it.
No,
with the
I'm
little
thinking
girls.
he can ride Nico around the arena while I sing.
Oh, there we go. I'd like to see that, actually. You know,
Nico doesn't want to do that. I can already tell you. He's lazy.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I know one thing I'd like to see, too, is who won the Yeti. So, Shay, will you do
Oh,
the
my
honors
goodness.
of drawing?
All right.
Okay.
I'll be honest. A Yeti cooler will keep something cold for like months on end.
Where do I draw from?
Right
I want to
here.
win
See
the
all these
Yeti.
names?
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of names. Okay.
So,
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna
better be
look.
praying that Shay has good luck for you.
Someone who folded theirs, and it is Garrett. Now, I don't know how to say your last name. Coaster? Coaster?
You out there, good?
If you're out there, otherwise I'm drawing again. 5, 4. Okay, done. Drawing again. Okay.
Wait.
This person folded. Hey, oh my goodness.
Wait.
Okay, never mind.
mind.
Because the second name I drew was my mother, actually.
Oh, my God.
So, Garrett, you are the lucky winner. Sorry, Mom.
Hey, it's okay. We'll get you something Yeti.
Oh, there we go.
Well, guys, give it up one more time for Shay Fisher, Durfey, and Tyson. Let's wish them good luck tonight at the rodeo. How many of you guys are going? Yeah, anybody going? There we go. We want to see a 7-1. Just go out there and bust it down.
I'm ready. I'm ready to pull
I
it out.
think all the tie-down roper
I am
fans
ready
are ready
to pull
too.
it out.
Yep, I'm thinking we might be going back to South Point again. What do you guys think?
We would all like that.
That would be
Okay,
nice.
well, let's give it up one more time. Thank you, Tyson and Shay. It's always great to have you guys on.
Awesome. Thank you, Alexis.
course.
And thank all
Alexis.
you guys for coming out and watching. I really appreciate it.
And tomorrow, be sure to come back the same time, the same day, or not the same day, obviously, Tuesday. Blonde moment, sorry. It's been a long night. But come back tomorrow, and we're going to have Tough Cooper come on for Tough Cooper Tuesday. And you'll have any chance to ask me anything you want, and we're going to put him on the hot seat, definitely. No more sweet little Sunday school act. We're going to make him answer the questions. So be here tomorrow, okay? You'll have a chance to win more Yeti items tomorrow. The drawing starts over tomorrow. We'll answer and draw on Saturday. See you guys later.